Ladies, gentlemen, everything in between, hello, welcome to the channel. I know you guys aren't used to seeing me a little more prepper and proper and dressed up, but I'm on my way out. And you guys know me, I'm a workaholic, so I was like, before I head out, let me do my due diligence and give you guys some content. Today we're going to be checking out Molly Mae or something like, yeah, Molly Mae Hague'S. And seeing what she has to talk about, privilege, all those kind of things. I was scrolling through Twitter and one of her videos came across on my timeline, had no idea who she was beforehand, and people were like raging in the comment section. I feel like I kind of give like a nuanced view on the perspective, because one, I don't know who this chick is, two, I'm not British, and three, I'm a black girl. So it's kind of like an outside perspective on the whole situation. So it's going to be unbiased. I'm going to try to be as open-minded from her view, but also maintain my morals, which I feel like is why y'all enjoy my content. So yeah, let's get into Molly Mae Hague'S and see what she has to say about privilege, I guess. I don't know. I looked her up on YouTube, and apparently she has like one of those stereotypical family channels of lifestyle. She's rich, seems to have come from a lot of money growing up. And she was on Love Island, maybe? I saw some Love Island stuff on there too. But yeah, so the girl, she's an influencer. She's a typical influencer. That in mind though, let's see what she has to say. I'm not just going to rule her out just because everybody hates her. Let's see what Molly Mae Hague'S, I don't know. Here we go.
That we do, and I...
Sheesh, me, Jesus. Hold on, loud ass.
I just think like you're given one...
Still too loud. Bear with me, hold on. Chill out. Okay. Now what's she saying? Let's see.
That we do, and I just think like you're given one life, and it's down to you what you do with it. Like you can literally go in any direction. And when I've spoken about that before in the past, I have been slammed a little bit with people.
Okay, that's kind of the basis of the American dream. Like you come here, whether you're born here or not. If you get here, you can make it here. It's like the dream of Hollywood, the American dream. However hard you are willing to work they say is what you're going to get in return. But we all know that's not like the case. Using me as an example, I think I'm very intelligent. I love biology. I'm going to college. I have a nice personality, I think. But does that mean that every opportunity or thing that I want is going to be handed to me, or I'm going to have the same like availability of things? No. There's some things that people I grew up around that they had opportunities that I just didn't. You think I was spending my weekends at the lake on a boat? My mom is an immigrant, single mother from Nigeria, moves to America with 4 children. You think we were going on yacht weekends, going on vacation, traveling? No. So I understand what she says, like, if you work hard enough, you can achieve whatever you want, but at the same time, not everything is in your own power. Like, you can work as hard as you want. That does not mean you're always going to be able to reach. Like, there's just some walls that you can't overcome just because you want to, is what I'm trying to say, basically. So I see what she's trying to say, but at the same time, it's just not true, to put it plainly.
Saying, like it's easy for you to say that, you've grown up and you've not grown up in poverty, you've not grown up, with major money struggles. So for you to sit there and say that we all have the same 24 hours in a day, it's not correct. And I'm like, but technically what I'm saying is correct. We do. So I understand that obviously we...
Ooh. This is giving me very much, when those celebrities go and like work normal jobs for the day to see what it's like? I feel like she needs to go do that because she doesn't like if she did that, she would know what people are saying by we don't have the same 24 hours. Obviously, like on the basic level, we have 24 hours in the day. We all have the same 24 hours. But like while I'm here reacting for 24 hours, there's a family struggling out there a few blocks down from my house. There's a kid wondering where their next meal is coming from. There's someone who doesn't know how they're going to pay their light bill. So everybody, this is just like common sense. I feel like everybody's situation is completely different, and there are 24 hours in a day, but every person's 24 hours are so different, especially when you're living in poverty. I'm not, wait, let's go back, because I'm not actually I don't understand what she's trying to say, actually. I mean, I came into this trying to, like, be on both sides and understand, but I genuinely don't even know what she's trying to say. Hold on.
That we do. And I just think like you're given one life and it's down to you what you do with it. Like you can literally go in any direction. And when I've spoken about that before in the past, I have been slammed a little bit with people saying, you know, like it's easy for you to say that, you know, you've grown up and you've not grown up in poverty, you've not grown up, you know, with major money struggles. So for you to sit there and say that we all have the same 24 hours in a day, it's not correct. And I'm like, but technically what I'm saying is correct. We do. So I understand that obviously we all have different backgrounds and we're all raised in different ways and we do have different financial situations. But I think if you want something...
But if you understand the context, then what is she arguing about? Am I the only one perplexed here? I'm like, what's her point? Is actually what I'm trying to say. What's her point here? She just acknowledged that we all have different financial statuses, different backgrounds, different upbringings, different struggles. But in the same breath, she says we all have the same 24 hours. No, we don't. No, we don't. I feel like this interview was supposed to be like an enlightening, philosophical, like amazing thing. Like she's saying this great knowledge, but it's like, ugh. Mally, let's look up her name. What's the first, when you look up Mae Hague'S, or however you say her freaking name, what pops up? Hold on. In fact, let me just do it on here. Molly Mae Hague'S. Molly Mae Hague'S. Okay. New York City trip. Bought my mom a brand new car. Some interviews. Vlogmas. Her crying and stuff. Huge home. Pretty Little Thing endorsement. Dior, Bottega, Louis Vuitton. Okay, I get the picture here. Again, it just goes back to maybe if she worked and didn't have the upbringing that she had, then she would know what the heck she's talking about. It's like, I read some comments that were like, this entire video is just her saying, if you're in a wheelchair, just stand up and walk. You can't. Like, yeah, obviously, if you could, you would. Like, it's not that you don't have the drive or you don't want to, but how are you supposed to walk if your legs don't work? How are you supposed to, I don't know, go to college if you can't afford it? Yeah, there's financial aid, but that's not going to cover everything. Sure, you can work hard and try to get a scholarship, but maybe you don't get enough scholarships to cover the entire fees. This is looking from an American standpoint, because again, y'all's free college, good for you. But, like, it's just very close-minded. This entire interview, to me, is just close-minded.
What I'm saying is correct. We do. So I understand that obviously we all have different backgrounds and we're all raised in different ways and we do have different financial situations. But I think if you want something enough, you can achieve it. And it just depends to what lengths you want to go to get where you want to be in the future.
Again, you can work harder than the last man, last woman. That doesn't always guarantee that you're going to get what you're striving for. Because there's things that just are not in your control. I'm not even going to get into the demographics and statistics of working for different companies or things like that, but it's just like, I feel like this is just common sense. Am I wrong here? Like, let me know.
And I'll go to any length. Like, I've worked my absolute arse off to get where I am now.
I wonder what her first car was. I wonder how many square feet her first house was. I wonder if her parents grew up with a 6-figure salary. And again, this isn't me bashing her, like, good for her parents did well, but she's, like, trying to make it seem like she's this strong woman who came from nothing, who defeated all odds and now is prosperous, and you can do it too. When we freaking all know that's not the case. Like, a lot of these people, or influencers or celebrities who try to make it seem like they're like the next door person is just like, it's so annoying. Because it's like Donald Trump. I hate to reference him, I'm sorry, but I'm going to. Everybody always regards him, or used to regard him, his supporters, as like this amazing businessman. He started a company from nothing. He made himself a millionaire, blah, blah, blah. But little do they freaking know his dad was a billionaire. He grew up with a father who was a billionaire. So he's not like this huge, just like Molly Mae Hague'S, they're not like these huge inspiration stories, because they started off light years ahead of everybody else already. So I had to work hard. But you already had those connections growing up. You were meeting with these executives and stuff at your preppy private school. It's like if you're running a race and you're trying to get to the other, from one goalpost to the other goalpost, or one basketball hoop to the opposite hoop on the other side, and you have to start at the very end, and the other person gets to start from half field, and you have to try to catch up with them. Mae Hague'S, whatever her name is at the half court line. She's already ahead. She's getting a jump start. So this, I worked so hard to achieve what I've got. I mean, it's not inspirational. What's inspirational to me, and again, this entire video is just my opinion. What I find inspirational is, for example, my older sister. Again, same growing up story, single mother, immigrant, struggled, paying bills by herself, working 3 jobs, working overnight, all that stuff. While in a way also having to raise me and my siblings, my sister did. Still somehow on the drill team, one of the captains of the drill team, in band, in theater, graduated valedictorian of her entire class, ran track, did hurdles, received a full ride scholarship to Northwestern, now lives in New York City, has worked bi-coastal New York City to the Bay Area of California, while maintaining a 6-figure job the entire time. That, from nothing to something, that's inspirational. Not from rich to richer. Period. What else has Molly Mae got to say?
I've worked my absolute arse off to get where I am now.
I just climbed a fence while there's someone underneath you lifting you up. I was trying to be like on her, not even on her side, just like a bit understanding. But I don't know what she was trying to say, actually. Yeah, we all do have the same 24 hours amount of time in the day, but they're not spent doing the same things. You know, there could be some super intelligent child who wants to go off and work for NASA, but he has to watch his siblings after school. Or, I don't know, this really intelligent girl who wants to be a baker or whatever, but like she somehow, whatever the situation, now has a 2-year-old she has to take care of. She got pregnant. So not everybody's situations are the same. And just because you didn't worked my ass off to get to where I am. Meanwhile, she's driving she's buying her mom, whatever. I gotta go. This was ridiculous.